And you were the hero who killed him at the end. When you walked into the theater, I'm like, he's so familiar.
I wouldn't call him a hero.
I wouldn't call him that. Well, I mean, rarely do you get to put 4 comedies this funny and this consistently high quality together. But thank you for making such a great film. I mean, all 4 just got so many laughs. It was really nice. So you wrote and directed it, yeah?
I did, and also edited. I did the color and sound mix as well.
And I don't have to ask you where you got the idea, do I?
That has never happened to me, the oversharing. Honestly, it was just the mind control thing isn't even far-fetched. I think Elon Musk is working on that as we speak. So it just occurred to me that I don't even use half the functions of my phone. So naturally, there's going to be a guy who didn't get the memo. And a couple hours of just completely knee-jerk, raw thoughts would probably ruin your life. That would be my indication. So it was just riffing on it from there and coming up with all of the most, within reason, horrible things that you could say.
Oh, I could totally see each of those things happening to me.
And you did a series of, all the, the shaving and the cutting wood and the making pancakes, all that. Right before, even before it goes dark, you hit us with a lot of laughs. It's just consistently funny.
Thank you very much.
Consistently funny show.
Yeah, that was fun. The pancakes thing was actually based on just a random interview question that George Carlin was asked once about why young people don't care about politics or why they don't, get out and march in the streets. It's because, we have phones that make pancakes for you, so why would you? So that was just a tiny homage, but yeah.
Cool.
If you look really closely, you can see we just barely got the point across with all of those gags. Our production designer quit like 2 days before we started to shoot, but it's all there.
Yeah, it looks great, and the phone looks great, and the graphics on it are great.
Thank you. That was another thing that took absolutely forever, the screen replacement. And had I have known that I was going to have, again, 3 or 4 VFX artists start and then quit, I probably wouldn't have based, half the jokes on the screen. But I'm happy with the end result.
Yeah, it works. And I guess I'll ask before I open it up to everybody, how'd you get these 2 fine actors involved? You guys worked together before, or?
We went to high school together, and I have a theater company that Sean has worked at, and so there's sort of a circle of actors and artists creating things. And Matt, I think most of the people on that screen have worked together in many, many projects on stage and on film. And Matt had this script and asked us all to hop on. It was great.
Yeah, I'm a fan of their theater troupe.
Great.
Yeah, I've known Sean slightly less time, but still
Yes.
at least a decade. Right? I would say.
At least, yeah.
At least, yeah.
How early did you have him in mind? Like at the script stage, or?
Pretty early. And honestly, maybe it's just laziness, but I looked at this company and I thought, we have everything we need right here. And Charles, I actually had in mind, I think, from the very beginning. I think you said when you showed up, you're going to hate this. When you just started sobbing and going emotional, I was like, no, I actually, I like that very much.
And I do have to hand it off to the audience, but I just want to compliment you. It's rare that someone being shot to death gets a laugh. And that's the definition of dark comedy.
I had it coming.
So now,
that was another thing from the absolute beginning of this just 11-minute joke was, it's just the first thing that popped into my head. Bam, bam, bam. That was always going to be the punchline. Anyway, sorry.
great. Well, here, we have time for a couple. Right there.
I feel like this is going to sound like a really naive question, especially as an actor, because I should know the answer, but this is such a horrifying circumstance. This is so Black Mirror. This is so, the worst thing that could possibly happen, and yet you somehow made it consistently hilarious through the whole thing. That you're like, oh my god, it's happening. How did you specifically think of ways that you were like, we're gonna make this funnier, rather than this is horrifying? Because there is that recognition of this could actually, we're on the way to this. Was there something specific tonally that you felt like you specifically needed to do, or was just like? which is going to be in the playing of it or the timing of it?
I mean, I definitely wanted to kind of toe that line. I wanted it to feel like a faux thriller or horror film, especially visually. Again, another thing we didn't really have the budget for. If you really look, some of the stuff is out of focus and all that, but I did want it to feel dynamic and actually have real tension at times, but hopefully still be funny. I've seen it so many times it's not even funny to me anymore. But
I think Dylan Vigas, who plays the stoner Bud, I think he balances. I think he's what makes this film work because it's through his lens of looking at what Sean is doing that we get, because we empathize through him.
just the calmness of you should check your preferences. Like, that's one of my favorite bits.
Anybody else?
What is your theater company?
The Porters of Hell's Gate.
Is that local?
It's a Shakespeare company in North Hollywood.
We currently have a production of Romeo and Juliet going on next 2 more weekends.
We can do one more. I saw a hand right there.
So, all of the hats that you wore, did you wear those purposely, or did it just fall in your lap? Editor and director and...
It was the most cost-effective thing, honestly. I was also the financier, so it just came down to I could not afford an editor and all of these things.
And you're a professional editor. Right?
I am. I've been editing for a long time, and you brush up against color and sound routinely. And I've been in multi-million-dollar bays at Panavision and stuff, and thought this is not that different from what I do all the time.
Yeah.
So it was really just me banging my head against it and doing 3 and 4 versions, whereas I'm sure a pro colorist could have gotten it done the first time. It was a lot of going back and forth, but
How long? Altogether, how long?
Yeah, how long, Matt?
It was a ridiculously long time. Particularly the visual effects. I don't want to get too far into it, but we sort of started down that road. And when you're not paying someone what they're worth, the understanding is they're fitting the work in among their other work. So a month goes by, 2 months goes by, I'm just happy you're working on it, and they say, hey, I got a Marvel film, which was one of them did. It was like, oh, I'm so happy for you. And it started all over again. So, it was well over a year, let's say. Yeah.
All right, well, I'm sorry to rush us out, but
Thank you.
Well,